Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Fantasy RPG Minecraft. In the previous episode I built myself a house, which is where I'm going to be living for the rest of this series. If you want to watch this video, it'll be on the top right of the screen. Anyways, today I'm going to be doing a bit more exploring, try to find some epic loot and just focus on these quests. So sit back, relax and enjoy. So in the previous episode I also went exploring and I found a good amount of weapons. So I crafted myself a dummy just to see which one does more damage. First up, let's see this crossbow, and it does around 25 to 30 damage, which is actually pretty good. I think it depends on what part of the body I'm hitting as well, or it could just be crit chance. Compared it to the short bow, I mean, yeah, the crossbow is so much better. Now let's see how much damage this katana does. Calculating it with the 3-swing combo, I done around 24 damage. Comparing it to the claymore sword, we done around 42 damage. Now let's try this cool looking sword. It is much faster when I hit, does around 16 damage, but check this out. This is actually insane. I love this Modpack more and more every episode. I decided to use the claymore sword at the moment anyways, as it does the most damage and we're gonna need it. Anyways, I finally want to do some story quests, and it says here that I need to kill 30 mobs near a villager. So let's do that. They're not too hard to find as they spawn quite often. Nearly died already. Thankfully this cave wasn't that deep. In the meantime, of course, I'm going to try to explore anything I find. Find this rustic village of some sort. Let's see what we can find. Just a bunch of food and stuff, nothing really too special here. I think I found a meteorite as well. At first I was like, oh cool, but something came to me and I tried to mine it to see if there's anything inside. And look at that, we found ancient debris. That is awesome. I did find a village though with a bunch of witches. Loot wasn't great, bunch of food and few emeralds with some iron ingots. I mean, not the best. Anyways, decided to leave and look for a proper village so that I can finally get some quests done. I want to find like a Zarptech today as well, as we got a saddle and it'll be so much easier to travel around. That's my goal for today, is to get myself a bird. Also, look who I found. He wasn't hostile. Wonder if I could tame him maybe someday. Took him out though, kind of felt bad for killing him, not gonna lie. Found some loot, another ring that gives us 4+ healing power and lightning spell power, which is good for our sword. Anyways, I finally found a village and I realized that I'm such an idiot because I had the black omen effect on me, and of course I started a raid. Now normally the raids in vanilla Minecraft are hard enough, so I wasn't really ready what's gonna come here. Thought I'll take some blocks just in case I need to build myself in. Find this waypoint thing, hopefully I could maybe like teleport to it. I'm not really quite sure. Let me guys know in the comment section below if you've ever, used one of these. Anyways, first wave is here, so yeah, just sit back and enjoy me getting absolutely slaughtered. Okay, now this mini Ravager though, he's so quick and he's doing so much damage. Like, I literally thought I'm gonna die. I honestly couldn't get a hit on him because he was knocking me back every time. However, he did get stuck, so I managed to get him after all, thankfully. He was a pretty tanky boy. They also made my iron golem into a midget. Like, look at this guy. He's slaying them though. He seems like he's more OP when he's smaller. Illusioner also came by and he was so annoying. Like, look at the amount of clones he had. I mean, I was getting shot from every direction. This raid was literally never ending. I think I was on like wave 5 or 6 or something, and it's still going. I had to hide in this little house because there was so many of them out there. Also, a mutant zombie came here. I don't know if he was part of the raid or was he just, randomly spawned. I know they do a ton of damage, so I decided that I'll, just bow him to death maybe, and hopefully I will not run out of arrows. I got him after all. A real size Ravager also came, and he seems kinda easier than the mini version of him. I continued the raid, hoping that it'll finish soon, as my armor started to go, which wasn't too good. My inventory was full as well with totems and bunch of loot, so hopefully it'll finish shortly. Anyways, I think I was finally done. Couldn't find the last pillager though, was searching for him for about 10 to 15 minutes. I finally found him stuck in the bushes, took him down, and I became the hero of the village. Look at that, guys. Awesome. I can't believe that I actually managed not to die. Look at the amount of loot I got from these guys. I think it was worth it. Anyways, it got dark, so I thought I'll maybe, try and kill some of these mobs so I can actually complete this quest. The thing was that I don't even know if the villagers are alive. I haven't seen any in a while, so I'm not even sure that the quest is activated. So maybe we can actually find another village instead. I went to explore more, even though I think it's best to go home and restock, as my inventory is absolutely full. But I've seen a few structures around the village, so since we're here, we might as well. This place has a bunch of zombie villagers, as if they were like trapped here beside the village. Kind of like an infected crew. Pretty cool. It had some loot, which was nice. Let's check out this massive structure, see what it has to offer. More pillagers, as if I haven't killed enough of these guys already. This is actually pretty insane though. It looks like a boss tower of some sort. I found a harvest staff, but I think I already have one. More rubbish. Like, who built something this size and puts a few barrels down and, puts rotten flesh in it? Got to the top and I found a good amount of these guys that were actually dealing decent amount of damage to me. I had to take the spawner out of the way. I was literally nearly about to die. I had to munch my 2 golden apples. Finally, after defeating them, there was a chest under the spawner I broke, so let's hope that there's something good. Look at that, a bunch of diamonds and a god apple. I think it was worth it. I definitely need the armor now. This guy was playing some tunes. I don't know what this guy is about. On the way back, I found this portal, which I didn't want to enter just yet because, you know, I didn't really have any space in my inventory. Also, it gave me like this guidebook, which I'll check it out later. I set a waypoint so that I can check it out at some stage. It looks pretty scary, to be honest. Like, there's bodies and skeletons outside it. As if this wasn't scary enough, I found a hanging body from a tree. I mean, he was still alive. Like, he keeps twisting and moving. What the f was that, dude? These sound effects, I'm ready to leave this. Dude, we had 9 skill points after all this raid. That is pretty insane. I started just to build towards, you know, melee, range damage, and movement speed. The movement speed is insane. Look how fast we run at this point. Finally got home, restocked my inventory, restocked and went back exploring, hoping that I'll find another village, but I realized that I had the black almond effect again, so maybe finding a cow will be a better option. Look how incredible this world looks. And check this out, we found a Zarptak, which I'm definitely going to tame, and hopefully we'll be able to fly around and, you know, explore the sky structures. The only thing is, he has to land for me to sit on him, but for some reason this dude just didn't really want to sit down. I mean, I think it's been around 10 minutes until he finally landed on a lily pad. I sat on him for a while, but nothing was happening. I had no idea why this was happening. Even the quest that we had to observe a Zarptak didn't work for me. I thought maybe the world was glitched out, and I was super annoyed that this wasn't working. I thought maybe I have to craft this nature's compass first before I can unlock the Zarptak. Then I realized that it said locked uncompleted dependencies. I'm pretty sure that's why it's not working for me. It also said that story 1 is enabled, so I checked out and finally fixed it. I basically had the wrong story mode active, that's why none of these quests were working for me. Finally though, it was working, thankfully. I was so happy that I fixed it, and now we can finally get ourselves a Zarptak. Oh my days, look at this, guys. That is insane. And he's quick too, so that's even better. This is actually awesome. We can finally explore much faster. Find this creeper base again. We died in one of these structures in the previous episode, but this time I'm going to try, you know, be a bit more careful. Gonna leave this guy here. Hopefully he doesn't fly off from us. Probably best option for us is to get a lead and a fence so that this guy won't fly off on us. Not this again. It kind of lagged, so it did help me a wee bit. Got some decent loot, good amount of diamonds and another god apple. This was definitely worth it. Anyways, let's keep going and see what else we can find. Finally, some sky structures. This is going to be so much easier. Had some basic loot. Yeah, we had a slight problem though. My guy left me already. I have no idea how I'm going to get back down. I found him sitting all the way down there. This guy really left me up here. This is why you take a bucket of water everywhere. By the way, look how beautiful this world is from above. It looks amazing with the shaders as well. Found another sky house. This time I was ready because I got myself a fence on a leaf so this guy won't fly off on us again. I found a bow and a compass, not too bad. Found a silver witcher sword, which is pretty cool as well. I went upstairs and I heard this weird creepy sound effect. Started to look around to see if there's anything outside, but I felt like it was coming from the top. I don't know, we'll see in a second. Found a bunch of food and iron sword. Also a gas tier, pretty nice. I decided to see where the sound was coming from, and I found it. It was an actual mini boss. Ark the Lurker. Okay, he was pretty easy to kill. The sound effects in this game though is so loud. They did have some secret chests in here. I found some heavenly cookies and tea. Wonder what that does. This is pretty cool though, a sky village. I do have the black almond though, so I wonder where these guys will actually spawn. These guys got games, check this out. Anyways, I raided them. They had a bunch of food and stuff, nothing too special. So I carried on and left these guys in peace. By the way, look at this sunset, it looks incredible. I came home and I showed my bird where he's going to be living from now on. Also, comment down below what we should name this guy. I tried this heavenly tea, see what it does to me. It gave me regeneration 2 for a couple of seconds, which is nice. Anyways, restocked my inventory as usual. I need to stop taking everything because most of these things aren't even like useful, I think. I finally wanted to see what these boots of swiftness do. And when I right click, look how fast our dude is. This is insane. Imagine fighting a boss with this speed. I also found enchanted grass and I wanted to see what it does. It spawned a sheep. At first I was like, what? But then I read it and apparently this sheep will actually fight with us, which is actually pretty cool and I must try it out someday. Anyways, I wanted to finally try and kill a boss, so I checked out what we need in order to find them. I had to obtain some shard and craft this table thing that needed moonstones, blackstones and ender pearls. So I think I'm going to do a bit of mining to see if I can find any moonstones. Anyways, went mining, found a decent sized cave with a bunch of lava everywhere. I'm not really sure how deep moonstone spawns. I guess I'll just take everywhere I find. Gold is also very important. I thought I found a stronghold, which I thought I was incredibly lucky, but it wasn't a stronghold. It was something else, so let's explore it and see what we can find. This place was pretty large. There was a ton of mobs around here. Dude, these zombies and skeletons here are so tanky. I mean, I had to hit them around 5 to 6 times before they died. They were all wearing armor and they had pretty long swords. Look at all these spikes. This is going to be intense stuff. I found this piston. Okay, at least I know these explode. There was a good amount of arrows in here, so I took them all because, you know, I'm gonna need them. Okay, there was some decent loot in here. We were getting somewhere. Only thing is, I'm running low on food, so I'm gonna have to start eating these apples. I like the way most structures always offer you gold, just like as if it knows that you're gonna need golden apples. Okay, this place is pretty large. There's like 3 spawners down there. Got the spawner. These guys have enchanted gear with fire aspect, which isn't really helping. Look at the amount of them. They're literally everywhere, and they're so tanky to kill. One more spawner. I found this iron sai weapon. It's also epic, so that's nice. I'm also gonna take these ores here. Why not? I need gold anyway. Oh, more enemies came. By the way, look how tanky these guys are. Gonna place torches around so that these guys stop spawning. They also had diamonds here, which was nice. Came into this massive room. There wasn't much mobs here, which was good. Some armor stands with chain armor and plenty of anvils, which I decided to take them all. More swords, but nothing can really beat my sword at the minute. It's pretty OP. Look at that skeleton horse. I actually have a saddle for him too. I found a mace, but a horse won't fit, so I had to leave this guy behind. Okay, that was easy enough. This room looks insane. There's a spawner in the middle, which is strange. Okay, this is not gonna be fun. Dude, how the hell is he so cracked? Okay, let's see what this is about. I thought this bridge thing was actually a trapdoor. I thought if I open it, they'll just drop, but instead nearly broke the entire bridge. It's literally so hard to kill these guys. More traps and stuff. Like, dude, where is this place taking me? Some ghost decided to be a real pain in the ass. I can't even hit him. The only way I could actually kill him is by the lightning strike of my sword. The loot wasn't great. I'm not even going to show you. It was cards and seeds. With my speed, I'm not going to be risking jumping, so I'd rather just like build up a wee bit. I got to the top and there wasn't really much here, other than some barrels with some golden cards. Anyways, it's time to leave. I came here for moonstone, but I got distracted, so I'll have to just go home, restock, and, you know, go back and mine again. I'm going to dig like a tunnel beside my base so that I can access these caves much easier. Actually found a cave system under my house, so even better. It's a decent sized cave, but yeah, I don't want to bore you too much because I'm just literally going to be mining and killing mobs. I still didn't find any moonstone, but I did find a warden, which I think we're going to need him for a quest. So I'm going to try and see if I can spawn him and maybe even kill him. I think I'm doing something wrong because he's not spawning. I don't know why. I think I killed like one warden once in my life. I found this camping site thing, which was nice because I'm freezing in these caves and these fires warm me up. Okay, I think I've got him to spawn finally. This was terrifying. I decided to go up here and build myself like a little shelter and try to shoot him down. I couldn't see him though, so I don't know if he spawned or not. Okay, he's finally spawning. I'm gonna regret this so much. I'm just gonna try and shoot him down with my crossbow, as we have good amount of range damage. I was going fairly good at the moment. He came up to me, which I didn't really want because I wanted to do some damage from a distance. He was dealing so much damage to me, and I forgot that he can shoot me through the walls. And then, yeah, he got me. I was so annoyed, seriously. How does he deal so much damage? Like, dude. But then I forgot that I placed a respawn in that bed beside the campsite. It also had a gold pickaxe, which was absolutely amazing because we couldn't get any luckier than this. It was 80 meters away, so I started to mine towards it, but I did have a gold pickaxe, so hopefully it doesn't break that quick. My pickaxe broke, but I finally made it up here. This warden though was still waiting for me. It was kind of impossible for me to get my loot, but I still went for it anyway. Freezing to death, but I finally made it somehow, thankfully. Placed a torch so I can warm myself up. Me being me, a stupid idiot, I still thought that I'll give it a chance and see if I can kill him. I mean, it was actually going pretty good. We were getting a good amount of damage in, but it didn't really matter because he could literally just one-shot me. Once again, I went back to get my loot. I started to mine in a wee bit deeper, just so that maybe he won't reach me from there. But nope, he still managed to get me. Dude, at this point, I was so angry. Like, how many times can I die to this dude? Once again, I got back, and this time I was like, nah, I'm out of this. I'm not fighting this dude today. He does far too much damage. Maybe next time we'll get him. Also, I realized that my totem didn't activate in this hand, so I had to switch them around because I could have actually lived, maybe, if I didn't forget that I had a few totems. I'm literally such an idiot. Anyways, I've done a good bit of mining, but I couldn't find what I wanted, so I decided to leave. Getting out, though, took me forever. I must have been going up a mountain. Yeah, I climb up the mountain beside my house. By the way, at least we know where we can find the warden. He'll be right under my base. This creeper was level 7. Mobs are starting to get a bit stronger now. Made it home and restocked once again. I thought, you know, if we can't kill a warden, we probably won't be able to kill a boss. So I think since we got a Zarptak, it's going to be easier if we explore this episode, try and find better loot, and just get stronger before we actually get to kill any bosses. I found this castle. I think it's time I see what's going on in here. I had issues with this guy again. He didn't want to land, which was so annoying, but he finally decided that he's done playing. Anyways, let's go and see what this place is. By the way, I found this necklace, which I forgot to say. When someone attacks me, they set on fire, which is definitely going to be useful. Then this weird glitch happened where I was getting hit by invisible pillagers. I mean, they were literally invisible. It was so strange, but then I restarted my client and it was fixed. I found the king's throne, which had some gold armor and a mini evoker. I tried fixing my sword and it's costing me 66 levels. Dude, once this sword goes, that's it. I'm not going to be able to fix this anymore. So far, the best thing that I found was this diamond chakram thing. No idea, some sort of a weapon. I got to the top and I was kind of disappointed. Such a large castle and there was literally nothing here. So I decided to head back and explore something else. Found this lighthouse in the sky. Worth checking out to see what it is. Feel good, yeah. What is that? More heavenly stuff. And a bunch of rubbish. Found this cool looking tower. Got some bottles and flowers. Nothing too special to be honest. I went down to see what's going on because I heard a good amount of mobs. There must have been like a spawner under it. But there was no spawner, so I had no idea where they were coming from. So I decided to leave because there was far too many of them. The base is so satisfying on this. Went to check out this house and it was definitely worth it. We found 2 ender eyes and I know they're very important in this mod pack. I also found this cool sword that I'm going to check out later on. Dude, this house is stacked. Finally something good. I messed up, guys. I thought if I take this lead, I will hold it in my hand, but I was wrong. And the lead just dropped all the way down and now my bird is just flying around free. I managed to jump to him thankfully. Now I just have to find my lead. I found this jungle temple at a bigger scale. Gonna have to just run through this. This looks cool. Finally got to the main chest, had a priest vestment, smithing template and a panda plushie. Why does this mini castle in the sky look so cute for some reason? Let's check it out and see what we can find. I went around the entire castle and there's nothing here, but I had a feeling something is definitely here, so I started to break the top floor and I found some chests. And honestly, these chests were stacked with loot. This is probably the best bunch of chests that I found in a good while. Also, look at this insane sword. It looks insane. We're gonna need to do some tests with these swords later on to see which one is the best. I decided to leave and I couldn't get luckier. I randomly started to break the wall to get out and I found a hidden chest. Found another amazing sword and a ring. Then I found this weird thing. I had a feeling that it'll be filled with mobs. And yeah, I could hear a bunch of mobs inside. However, I was not expecting what was inside. I guess I found a zombie boss. He knocked me down. Thankfully, this time we had the totem in our hand. My bird stayed up there, so I had to gather some wood so I can make some planks. Anyways, I finally made it and I had the worst news possible. My Zarpdak was dead. I'm going to murder this dude. Like, he was my best friend. I dug underneath to break the spawner and try to kill him, and he fell for my trap. Finally got him and I revenged on him, killing my Zarpdak. I found another sword, but I think I already have this one. Every layer was different. Bottom was zombies, then skeletons, and then the top was spiders, and a creeper to end it off. There was some basic loot in here, not worth my bird. It kind of felt weird having to walk again. Dude, I miss my bird. We're gonna have to find another one. By the way, my main sword broke, but I found an even better sword. Look at this. This is so epic, and it also lasts for a pretty long time. This is gonna be so fun. It gives me insane speed too. I tried to find another Zarptak. This environment kind of felt like there will be one flying around. I found this village. It was pretty cool. We also had a quest of some sort. Had to observe him and then he gave me some food. I found runes as well in here. I think it was the first ones that I found so far. My inventory was so annoying though. I needed a bigger backpack. Took this rune table too. Might come handy. Found a spyglass. Also a wizard hat. And more runes. This village is actually epic. Anyways, let's leave these guys and continue looking for another Zarptak. To be honest, I don't think I need a bird. Look at the speed with this sword. No way this works underwater too. Like, that's insane. I finally found another Zarptak. I couldn't be happier. I gave him some diamond armor. Look at this dude. He looks so sick. Anyways, came home to restock because you know how it goes. One trip and our backpack is full. I had to place some chests upstairs too because my chest started to fill up as well. There's so much stuff in this mod pack. We're running out of storage. I tried to see what this one does, but it didn't really do much. Also, I had this like Wukong staff and it done some insane stuff. Check this out. These were some really cool tricks. Also, I decided to check out the spell table because apparently if I place a book, I can pick my arcane and unlock more abilities. So I've done some research and I went with the arcane techniques, which I believe is what we have now anyways. The abilities of my sword. I got this arcane technique book, which I can put into this table with bookshelves around and use my levels to unlock more abilities, which is pretty cool. So basically now, if I place this book here, I can use all the abilities on my sword I have, I believe. Which is epic. Why did I not do this before? Anyways, I went to check out this portal I found earlier. I felt so much stronger now having all these abilities, so let's go ahead and check out this dimension. Okay, let's see what we can find in here. I slapped this guy around. This ability is insane, seriously. There was a couple of chests in here, but I couldn't manage to find any rare loot. Just a few diamonds, gold, and some guts. This place wasn't very exciting. Same mobs and they were pretty easy to kill. I found this, no idea what it does. I tried breaking it and jumping at it. Nothing was happening. Seemed like I had to water it. Maybe with like special liquid or something. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. Anyways, I decided to leave, and as soon as I was leaving, I got this message saying, Hexblade Magister, greetings Rogue Mage. Pay us your dues or pay with your life. You have until Hex expires. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I wonder who I have to pay and what with. Anyways, as soon as I left, this dude came along. I guess that's the Hexblade Magister. He wanted me to pay him, but I didn't have what he wanted. I was kind of scared that he will do what he said, which is to kill me, but he also gave me a time limit, so maybe I'll be okay. Anyways, I decided to leave, and he was still following me around. Then I also found more of them with another portal, but these guys were actually trying to fight me. I thought, what if I opened something and now they'll try to kill me all over the world? I guess we'll find out. Then I found a Griffin, dude. Oh my days, I'm definitely taming this guy. I'm sorry, dude, you served me well, but I gotta get this guy. My recording crashed as soon as he landed, but I couldn't get on top of the Griffin, and he was getting far away. So I went back to my bird so I could catch up with him. Then I couldn't sit on my bird either, so I guess my game just glitched out. So I restarted my client and it finally worked. Maybe that's why I couldn't sit on the Griffin too. He finally landed and I managed to get on top of him so I could finally tame him. And finally, I got him, guys. I put diamond armor on him, and look at this. What a beast, dude. I'm so glad I found a Griffin. I can't believe I'm flying a Griffin right now. This is insane. The only issue is we're gonna have to build this guy a bigger house, because he's a bit too big for this one. Anyways, I'm gonna end this episode here. Loads of exploration. We didn't get any boss fights, unfortunately, but hopefully next episode we'll get one. We did get a Griffin, though, and a lot of cool weapons and stuff. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe. I would highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.